Good morning. We'll wait just a minute. Let me adjust here. I'm at work today, so I have to get everything situated here. I hope y'all are having a great morning so far. Today's video is not going to be really long, but it's going to be really intense. And I kind of teased on the board and said that I hope you still love me after this video today. But here's where my heart is today. I noticed this weekend we were pulling out of the driveway at home, and I realized that one of our trees in the back is beginning to bloom, and just made me realize that spring is coming, at least to Texas. I know some of you are still snowed in, and I'm so sorry, but I realized that I'm not where I had wanted to be when spring made its arrival to Texas. And, you know, for a moment that kind of made me sad, but then I had to take ownership and had to do like a self-inventory. And I realized that I had allowed some things to slowly creep back in to my eating that shouldn't have been there. I had justified some decisions to eat things that for a long time I would not have, but I allowed those to creep back in. And then I allowed some good habits to slowly creep out of my routine. I had been in the habit of working out a little bit, and I got busy, you know, all those things. And so those good habits creeped out, and some bad habits had been creeping back in. Anybody else? I blame it on the fact that we had, you know, just an ugly winter, and I couldn't get outside, and I felt locked away in the house, and really I don't have anything to blame it on except me and my bad decisions. So here's what I'm proposing to you today. We're about to finish our 30-day challenge. And so I'm proposing starting Monday, a week from today, which will be the 19th of March, and running through the end of April, we start a new challenge, and I'll come up with a, you know, funny, cute name. But I'm giving you a week to think about it, because here's what I'm gonna, well, let me go through this and then I'll tell you what I'm gonna ask you to commit to doing for this challenge. I saw this quote on Facebook today and I loved it, so I wrote it down. It said, "You don't drown by falling in water, you drown by staying there." So if you've had some habits that have crept in, you're not going to drown just because of those habits, but you will fail if you allow them to stay. So we're going to evict some bad habits during this challenge. Oftentimes these bad habits creep in unnoticed, except we do get that little twinge in our conscience that tells us, you probably shouldn't be doing this. But the longer we ignore that little inner voice, the quieter it gets, until all of a sudden that little convicting voice isn't there anymore. So if you're like me, you give yourself permission, or you justify, it's just this one time, or it's just a very small amount, or it's a special occasion, or I'm tired, it's rainy outside, or whatever. So I tell myself I deserve it. I don't deserve things that are not good for me. I don't deserve to not do things that are good for me. I'm just trying to justify it in my mind. So here's what we're going to do. For this challenge, which will start Monday, it will run through the end of March and through the month of April. We will end it on the last day of April. I'm asking you to take inventory. Really look hard at where you are on your journey. What is the one thing that has begun to creep in that doesn't need to be there? I'll tell you right up front, mine is sugar. So for this challenge, the creepy thing that I'm evicting from my diet is all sugar. Through the end of April, starting Monday, March 19th, I will commit to you that I'm evicting sugar from my diet. And that's processed sugar. I'm going to eat fruit, but other than fruit, I will have no sugar in my diet during that time. The thing that has crept out of my daily routine that I'm going to make a point of adding back in is exercise. I'm going to get my walking in. I'm going to commit to getting 10,000 steps a day during that challenge, and I'm going to commit to doing some kind of resistance training at least 3 times a week. So I'm going to get my plan in place. I'm going to write it out, going to put it in my calendar, and I will share that with you online. I'm going to start a thread. What is the creepy thing you're evicting, and what are you adding back in for the challenge? And so comment and share, but think about it. Spend some time. I mean, you may already know exactly what it is for you, but spend some time doing some inventory and soul searching, and let's make this time before May gets here, because can you believe it? It's almost May. Let's commit to really digging deep and making a difference. Don't make it something that isn't going to cost you anything. It'd be easy for me to say I'm going to give up cornbread. Well, I don't eat cornbread very often, so that's no big deal. But sugar's going to hurt. But it has crept back in, and I need it out of here. So spend some time deciding what it is that you're going to commit to. And if you're not ready to commit, that's okay. You just keep doing your journey your way. But if you're ready to dig deep and make these last few weeks of spring before summer makes its appearance really count, then I encourage you to join me on this. Is it going to be easy? Nope. Is it going to hurt? Yep. But I'll be hurting right along with you, and I hope you'll still love me after this. Again, don't feel pressured. If this isn't something that you're ready to do, no problem. But if you are, and you, like me, recognize that some little things have been creeping back in and making a negative effect on your journey, then let's get rid of them. Let's dig deep and make this time during the spring count, because it's not going to be long before summer's going to be here, and that means shorts and tank tops and swimsuits, and I want to be ready. I don't want to, be looking through my closet thinking, I don't want to wear that because I still should have gotten rid of, or it's not going to look right, or my skin still, needs a lot of toning. So I'm going to make these, I think it's about 6 weeks, really count. And I encourage you to do that with me. I'm at work today, so I'm going to, be on the board as much as I can, and I'll read your comments and answer any questions that you have that I can answer, and I'll try to encourage as much as I can. I love and appreciate all of you so much, and I just love when I'm able to get online and I see how, somebody is struggling, and so many of you are so quick to jump on and be an encouragement. You never ever know how much encouragement you might be to somebody who really needs it. So don't hesitate to do that. You may be telling yourself, I don't have that much to offer. you may be the one that they need to hear from. You may be the person that they most closely relate to. So sometimes just a little word of encouragement just goes so far. And it's really easy for us to neglect doing that, but y'all are so good about it, and I appreciate it so much. So please don't hesitate to do that. We all need encouragement, the quietest of us and the most visible of us. So that's another thing that we can add in is to be an encouragement every chance we get. We only get this journey once, so make it count. And I look forward to seeing what you, my phone just fell. I look forward to seeing what you choose to evict. What creepy thing are you going to get rid of, and what are you going to bring back in? So we're evicting one thing, we're bringing back in one good thing. Share it with me. I'll start the thread this morning, and then as you decide what you're going to do, let us know, and then we'll hold each other accountable during that challenge. Again, it starts Monday, March 19th, and we'll go through the last day of April. So dig deep and let me know what you decide. And I think that's it. I'll talk to you later, and have a wonderful week. See you on the board. Bye-bye.